Hi everybody, this is Rohit, and today we are going to solve another true false not given question which is based on quantity logic. Let's see, it is evident from the question here 90% of all Pacific salmon caught are sockeye or pink salmon. Now they are quantifying the whole thing. They're saying 90% of Pacific salmon, all Pacific salmon are sockeye or pink salmon. This is what they have given as a question statement, and we have to read the paragraph to find whether this statement is true, false, or not given. Let's try and search it. Let's read the paragraph of this. So let's read, let's understand the question in depth as to what they told us. They said 90% of all Pacific salmon caught are sockeye or pink salmon. So we can see there are two different categories, Pacific salmon and sockeye or pink salmon. Now they're saying of all these Pacific salmon, 90% are sockeye or pink salmon. So let's say this region is for sockeye and pink salmon. Now this is the question statement. The whole question is going to depend on this word, 90%. If suppose the sockeye or pink salmon are only about 10%, 20%, or less than 90%, or more than 90%, this statement will not hold true. And in case it does so, it is going to be true. And in case no such information about percentage of sockeye or pink salmon is given, that is going to be not given. Let's see that by reading the paragraph. So let's read paragraph information. Paragraph says, the predictable abundance of salmon allowed some native cultures to flourish, and dying spankers, feed bearers, angels, and other animals, and ultimately the soil itself. All five species of Pacific salmon, Chinook or king. Now see, semicolon is given. That means this is one category of Pacific salmon. Now, next is chum or dog. That is second category. Coho or silver. That is third category. Sockeye or red. That is fourth and last. Pink or humpback. That is the last category. Now let's see. Hyphen. It means the answer is not yet complete. So let's see this. Spawn in Alaskan waters, and 90% of all Pacific salmon commercially caught in North America are produced here. So they have also talked about 90% information. Now here the answer seems to be true, but in fact it is not true. Now let's see how it is not true, for which we are going to deeply analyze this paragraph and then interpret an answer. So let's see this. Paragraph is all five species of salmon, Chinook, chum, coho, sockeye, or humpback. But if you notice, the percentage of each of these categories is not given. This percentage is not given. So they have said that all Pacific salmon, let's say of all 100% Pacific salmon, some of which are coho, chinook, sockeye, and chum. But they have not stated of all these 100%, let's say all means 100% of Pacific salmon. This is not percentage sign, this is division sign. percentage of none of the categories is given. If we remember, in the question, they stated that sockeye or the pink salmon can be 90%. But here in the paragraph, no such information is given as to how much percentage of sockeye or pink salmon were there. Now, if you look closely, they have also answered, they have also said or talked about 90%. Now, see, this 90% is same as 90% in the question. Now, this is something which confuses students greatly. Now, let's see, when you get the exact language in IELTS reading, that is always going to be misleading. It must always be synonymous, only then it is going to be the right answer. Now, let's see this thing. They are saying this is the production of salmon all across the globe, of which 90% are produced in the north and rest of the 10% are produced elsewhere. So they have not talked about any category of salmon, and because of which this set of information is completely worthless. Thus, let's come back to this set of information, and from here we can understand that no percentage share of sockeye or pink salmon is given. That means we do not know whether their percentage was 90% more or less. That means we can neither judge whether the statement is false nor true. That means we have only one answer, and that is not given. Because percentage of sockeye and pink salmon is not given, and in the absence of which we cannot judge whether or not accurately these were 90% numbers. That is end of our today's lecture. Thank you.